Hi guys, I'm making a tutorial, a patch within Massive I've made. It's got a nice sounding patch. It's like a Reese style bass. It's got a lot of depth in the sound. So first I'll show you what it sounds like, and then we'll get to making it. So here goes. It's got a lot of overtones and harmonics in that sound. It's quite a wide, deep moving sound. Could be used for a bass, a lead or a pad, or however you could incorporate it in your productions. So right, first thing you want to do is go to File, New Sound. This will start you up with the basic patch. Quite a boring patch. Next thing you want to do is turn on both oscillators 1 and 2 and change the wave to PWM, pulse width modulation, and see what that sounds like. Quite a linear sounding patch. Next thing we need to do is detune the pitch of one of the oscillators. I'm going to do oscillator 1. We'll detune it by 0.17. As you could hear, it gives it more depth in the sound, makes it wider, fatter. Next thing is to add a band reject filter on filter 1. Change the resonance to 40%. Same with the bandwidth, and keep the cutoff as it is. Click and drag LFO5 to filter 1's cutoff, and click and drag that all the way up. This will give us the Hoover effect that we heard at the start. When the longer you hold the note, it changes the sound of the note. Yeah, like the sound. So if you turn on sync and change the ratio to 3:1, I'll give you a demonstration. The longer you hold the note, the more movement the noise has. It sounds quite good with reverb and stuff on. Right, so next thing we do is effects 1, add in a dimension expander. This just is like a reverb, makes it sound really good. Gives it more overtones and harmonics. So if we turn the dry wet down a wee bit so it doesn't get too cluttered with the noise. Effects 2 will add in delay synced and turn the feedback down a little and dry wet down a little. Turn the EQ on, add a little bit of high shelf and low shelf. This will just bring out the overtones. You see it's clipping in the master, so we'll turn that down until it's not clipping. It's still clipping a wee bit. Next thing we want to do, actually you could put your click and drag your macro control to your filter 1 cutoff and drag it all the way up. This gives us the ability to use vibrato. It's quite a cool sounding automation. I'll give you a demonstration. A lot of movement in that sound. If you've got like a MIDI keyboard with a mod wheel, you could control it via that. As you can see, it's changing here. Next thing I want to do is turn on your modulation oscillator. Turn on phase of oscillator 1 and turn it down to 40%, and position of oscillator 1 also to 40%. This just makes it more unique and gives it a good sharp sound. We'll turn the feedback on also, turn it up to about 30%. This just adds saturation to our patch, make it sound fuller. A little bit of white noise. Um, um, turn on insert 1, add a hard clipper, turn the drive up a little and drive it down. This will just make the sound more tight and better. And the last thing we need to do for this patch is go to your voicing tab, change it to monophonic, and turn all these on and set these to the values I put in here. These are good sounding values for this patch. You can muck around and see what suits yourself, but this works quite well. This is the basic, well, the Reese bass patch in massive. It's got a lot of movement. Another thing I have on it is just a little EQ of 1000 Hz, just a wee boost there for some colour. I also have a space designer on, clean room reverb, which can be found in the large spaces rooms. I also full dry and minus 10 decibels of reverb. This will just add a little bit more depth to the sound. Yeah, so it's quite a good sounding patch. It could be used for various amount of things. Good bass sound if you want to drop the octave and have the notes rolling in. Yeah, so if you like it, guys, subscribe and like, and I'll be making more patches and tutorials to do with Logic and music. Yeah, cheers. Oh, actually, last thing you can do if you don't know how to do this, you go to File and go to Save As, just to save your patch, so you don't need to program it all in again. But you probably knew that. My computer's been really slow because it's hot. So if you just rename it PWM Reese Bass or whatever you like to call it, and then that just means you could go and load up your patch. Yeah, so cheers. Thanks. See ya.